happening, guys? Coast to Coast Studios here, your host for Behind the Grams, where we jump into some of the stories and motivations and inspirations behind what us creators do in the industry on the come up. Today we have the most critical. I want to thank you so much for coming through. Let's just introduce yourself and jump right into it.
Yeah, man. The most critical, Anaheim, California. At the most critical, every platform in the world.
Heck yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's what it's all about. And you're located in Anaheim, you said?
Anaheim. I was raised in Anaheim, but I live in Santa Ana now. So,
heck yeah. Let's jump right into Behind the Grams. Like, what's your story? What do you do? And how did you get to where you are today?
All right. I'm a recording artist. Yeah. Trying to ball like Giannis, more bucks, less comments. Haters, everything by honors, baby, so astonished. Songwriter, lyricist, creator, and entrepreneur. I got my start being a recording artist, actually, or being, getting into music. Was with the homies, just having fun. I was with a particular homie, one of my childhood friends from high school. We were freestyling as I was taking him home, and it was just like, it was just a fun ass time that I had. Yeah, I was like, what? This is dope. Always had a knack and a love for writing, whether it was creative writing or just in school, essays. Writing was always my way of expression, where I was able to elaborate very clearly. So the worlds kind of just intertwined like that. I found a love for hip hop music. I found a love for rapping that the homie had brought out of me, intertwined with a love that had always been for writing. So those worlds all
brought all that together into what you could produce out to the world.
Absolutely.
What was your giving to the world?
Absolutely. I felt like you said, I found my way of what it meant to express myself in this form. So I've been loving it.
Heck yeah. That's awesome. What would you say are some of your biggest motivations? What drives you?
I think, just like I said, one of the biggest things that drives me is like self-expression. People just being able to express ourselves, be who we are in whatever way that is to you. But expression of the self, of whatever it is you're trying to get out that's inside of you, I think is big for everybody, and it's definitely huge for me. It was inherent and just grew to be something that was like so loud I couldn't ignore.
Straight up.
And then hip hop music. Like I love hip hop music.
Just consider me sprite. There's no success without strife. There ain't no I in a team. There ain't no tribe without fight. I'm on point tip. Checking the mic like my Nikes, and it's just the tip of the ice. And me climbing top of the mountain, there's levels to this shit. Devils in this bitch, careful not to slip. Hard win, she be hella thick. Several in the whip, right back to these money clips. Pedal to the grip, get you one. Stuck on stupid when you have been sitting. There's levels to this shit. Devils in this bitch, careful not to slip. Hard win, she be hella thick. Several in the whip, right back to these money clips. Pedal to the grip, get you one. Stuck on stupid when you haven't sent. I say my prayers on a daily basis. Walk by faith, not by sight, never need LASIX. You can see your vision through, just need some patience. But bros be booty blinded. It remains a mystery to me, but I'll let Scooby find it.
And I want to be a part of innovating it. I want to be a part of leaving my stamp, leaving my imprint on it, because it left such an imprint on me. Like in many ways, it influenced who I am as a person.
I ain't concerned with these niggas, I'm focused on finding myself. Got the discernment for all of these demons that threaten my health. Niggas won't search for their souls until it's uploaded to Yelp. Speaking the sermon, I bless on the mic and the spirit is felt. Wise words far from the lies heard. Coming heavy gets wide turns, on point like a sideburn with the barber's precision. 80-hour weeks, guarantee we going OT. Pan sharper than a blade, shave a nigga goatee.
And then not even, I don't even want to say my family, just I think the biggest word is like fulfillment. Like fulfillment of what I know I should be or what I can be, and
living up to your full potential,
and trying to express that and give that feeling to the world, so that the world doesn't settle. I think we're in a place where it restricts who we are, where we become content.
Yeah, we don't get too comfortable.
Yeah, we don't go for fulfilling our wildest dreams like we did. And I just want to be an example of that, a living example for myself and for the world.
Show everybody that it can be done. That's dope. Okay, what would you say are some of your biggest failures this far? Like, I feel like failures are the time that we, number one, have the most drive, and also we learn the most. You know, we learn from those failures. As long as you, Jim Carrey says, if you can learn from your failures, you can literally fail your way to success. You know, so what would you say are some of your biggest failures that you learned the most off of?
That's a great quote by Jim Carrey too. I highly agree in that. I think the failures, like, we learn way more from the failures. The wins are good for our ego, and it's good to, like, that's a celebration moment, but the failures are really where we learn.
You need a level of ego and humility.
Definitely.
Yeah, straight up.
For me, I would say it was like I said, not reaching what I thought was my highest potential as a basketball player, which is what I was in my previous life. Like, I grew up playing basketball. I love basketball. I was very driven. Working to be a good basketball player is still the work ethic that I have in my music. It was, I found that in basketball. It was my first love. And cutting my career short in terms of walking away from the game kind of before my story was told, I think left a feeling in me that when I took it to music now, I'm like driven in terms of like not letting that happen and taking it as far as it can until like literally I'm just like, it's like being rejected so many times where it can't happen.
And so, you get used to being rejected, which is, you guys gotta realize when it comes to taking a risk, it's the worst thing's that's gonna happen is you're gonna get told no.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then instead of being like, oh, fuck you or some shit, you say, okay, what can I improve to get that yes?
Exactly.
And I'll talk to you in 6 months.
Exactly. Kevin Hart, I want to say it was Kevin Hart. He said he started, like, when he got into his groove and got determined to be where he was, he heard no so many times that he stopped hearing no. In terms of he was only hearing yes. That's like, if he, by the time he heard no that millionth time, like, he didn't even hear it at that point. It was just like,
but he knew in his mind that it was
I'm waiting for yes, and that's all I hear, you know? So I'm trying to walk with that same type of conviction.
Dope. I like that. Heck yeah. What would you say are some of your short-term goals? Let's say from now to the end of the year.
I got a wave of music coming out with the homie from Pittsburgh. Shout out my boy Ty Matz.
Heck yeah, we'll link them below.
We'll
shut the links below.
We got a series of just dope ass music that we feel is really really for the county, like really and really just a quality piece of work that we feel, you know, the world needs to hear, and can get us to a bigger and better place. So short term, delivering this series of Kappa Wave music to the world is the short-term goal, and definitely just doing it bigger and better than I've done any of my releases in the past.
Okay.
And also I want to get to the point where we're touring in different regions. You know,
so those are some of your long-term goals.
I'd say those are even the short-term goals. I mean, long-term.
Yeah. What are some of your long-term goals?
Long term is to
10 years.
I mean, long term is to be doing all of the things that the people I admire in this game are doing, but doing it my way. Doing it beyond, exactly, innovating it. That's so many things to name, you know, from charting to winning the awards to giving back, all in a bigger and better way.
Absolutely.
And then obviously pushing the limits of creativity. And just doing everything that the people I admire, being a reflection, but a bigger and better reflection in my eyes, or to the best of my abilities.
Love that. Heck yeah.
Definitely. My man.
What would you say, or I've been starting to ask, what is your perception of life, to live life?
To live life to its fullest is to wake up and shoot to be that big ass star you see yourself to be, like whatever that is, like the biggest, brightest star in whatever the situation, whatever you want to do, but fulfilling your highest self in whatever your calling is, you know, and doing that without limitation. Matter of fact, facing limitation and saying no, and going right through it. Like, you know, going right at it.
Years of success.
Yeah, that's living.
Heck yeah.
That's living.
I love that. I love the answers that I've been getting from that. I've asked about 20 people that question, and I'm gonna put a series of 100 people answering one question.
Man, that's dope too, because I think
as one voice.
I think you start seeing the collective consciousness of us as creators. Like it's almost the same word, but it's different, you know. But it, like you said, by the time you get through it all, you be like, they're pretty much saying the same thing. Like go do what you love. Like
that's what it comes down to. And if you can make the most valuable currency on this planet is the effect you have on others. And if I can pull a video together that even inspires somebody for a day, you know, or like pushes somebody just a little bit to take that one step towards their dream.
Definitely.
That's my motivation, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Heck yeah. Thanks so much for coming on the show,
Thank
man.
you,
I really appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys. Let's give a couple shout outs on you. Who would you like to see on the show?
Oh, on the show?
Yeah.
Damn.
Local.
Shout out my boy, shout out my brother, Hot Boy.
Hot Boy.
Shout out my boy Farron Kid, Black OC. He's doing big things.
Black OC?
Yeah, he's not even a rapper.
In a couple weeks.
Oh yeah, Farron, man. So you already got the right people. Shout out my boy Long. Shout out my boy Ty Matz, who could not be here.
Yep. Well, we'll get him on the show.
Yeah, many more. You're gonna find. You already got like a lot of the right people, all the right people. You've been saying names. I'm like, I know them.
Well, so. It's like good because I'm originally from Boston, and I came here as a new artist and videographer, and I'm like, how can I started meeting a lot of people. I've done work with Blake Shelton, Snoop Dogg.
Nice.
I shoot a little bit for Young and Reckless. I've done work for Nat Geo, but I wasn't reaching like the community.
Right.
Know? So I started this show, and now it's like, boom.
Getting that community.
3 weeks deep, you know?
Yeah.
I plan on dropping 100 episodes in the next 2 months.
Yeah,
you know,
like you said, you work with like those notable names, and there's a significance and a merit to that too, but like there's also a significance and a merit to like doing things in the community too, like the streets, quote unquote, right?
Well, you don't build those personal relationships with those big artists or big companies, you know?
Right.
Really, what I like is human interaction, and you find that from people hustling. You know? We have the most drive.
Definitely.
Dude, that's the problem. People make it, and their drive just.
Definitely.
Like I made it.
Real quick, couple more shout outs. I don't want to.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Shout out my man Fully, who made this connection right here. He's the homie.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be coming through soon.
And then last shout out, man. This Friday, August 10th, Friday. We're dropping a new single, Atomic, the first to that Kappa with my man Ty Matz. Check out the single on iTunes and check out the video on YouTube.
You know it, I'm on it, but we shooting for iconic. No holding up, we blowing up, we rolling up,
Smoking on the body, explosive, atomic. You my booby.
You know it, I'm on it.
We shooting for iconic.
No holding up,
no slowing up. We rolling up.
Tryna
ball like Giannis, more bucks, less comments. Haters, everything by honors, baby, so astonished. Off that gin and tonic, game was cold as a comet. If she bad enough, I might just have to baby mom it. I spit nasty vomit, bars are just disgusting. Let my actions speak, spare me with discussions on my grizzly bear, okay boo boo? Coming for the whole picnic, that's major moves. These lazy dudes gon' starve to death, nobody caters you. They see me shining, they like damn, the Lord must favor you.